What's going on, everyone? It's KingTutsPro and welcome back to another Final Cut Pro 10 tutorial. If you guys are liking the frequent Final Cut Pro 10 tutorials, then leave a like and comment down below if you guys want any videos that you guys want me to make, more specifically on effects and stuff like that. And also be sure to turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss out on any future videos just like this one. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to do this really cool film burn transition. If you guys are using, whether you're editing a music video or you just want to know how to do this, it's really cool and really easy to do. You don't need any plugins or presets or any of that crazy stuff. However, you do need one green screen clip that I will leave down in the description. So all credits go to the original owner, of course. All right, so once you have your two videos in the timeline and you have them placed like this, normally once you drag a clip like this, it's automatically gonna put this little black empty layer in there just for you. But anyways, make sure you have a video on top and a video beneath it with a couple of frames over. I'm gonna drag this a little bit more like that. And then the next thing that you guys need is going to be the green screen, which is this one. It's called Realistic Burn Film Green Screen Animation Free Footage HD. It's a long title, but anyways, I'm gonna link this in the description. It takes you straight to YouTube video. Download that. I cannot show you how to download that because YouTube doesn't allow it. Drag the video right on top of the other clips like that. Okay, so we're gonna have, if I zoom out, you're gonna see that a lot of these repeat with different film burns. I like to use the second one, which starts around here. So I'm gonna press B and I'm gonna cut this. Once it starts with the next one, I'm gonna push B. So around here, and I'm gonna delete the ends and the beginning, and I'm gonna drag this around here so that it aligns with this clip here. So I'm gonna get rid of this and delete that. Okay, so that this lines like that. So we're gonna have the green screen. We want this to align it to the bottom clip, so do that like that. But this is way too long, so I'm gonna press Command R to bring up the retime option, or the retiming option, and then I'm just gonna click and drag this inwards to make it faster. So something like that looks pretty good, maybe a little longer. Perfect. Okay, so zoom in again, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a keyer to get rid of the green screen and only have the black parts left over. So we're gonna go into the effects, we're gonna go into the keying, and we're gonna go to keyer, drag the keyer directly onto the green screen footage, and then it's gonna get rid of the green screen. However, we wanna invert this so that we don't have the black spots, we have the opposite, so we can see our video through it. So we're gonna go into the video inspector, we're gonna go into keyer right there, and we're gonna click on invert right here. So check that box. So now we can see through this cloud, which looks weird, I know, but we're gonna fix this, okay? So once you guys are here, what you want to do before anything is hold down Alt or Option and click and drag straight up, and this will allow you to make pretty much a copy directly above or below a clip, which is cool. So once you guys made your copies, they're all going to be the same, but what we want to do is we want to work with the first one on top first, okay? So we're going to go into the color board right here. So go into the color corrections tab, and we're going to go to the exposure over here, and we can either bring this down or up. We're going to bring this down so that not all the way down, but around here, so we have most of it being black, okay, because we don't want any gray areas visible, okay? So now we're done with this. We're done with the top clip. Now we're going to go into the second clip where we're going to start applying all of our effects. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the color board again. So go here, and once you start adjusting any of these, it's automatically going to apply a color board 1 to that clip. So right now I'm going to change the master to a separate color, so you can see that we're now changing the colors. So I'm going to do like a red, okay? I'm going to do like red over here, and then the shadows, I'm going to make this, I don't know, I'm going to bring this down here so it's kind of like orange. What we want is we want this to look how we want it to. In this case, we want it to have some red and orange, because right now if I drag it over here, it shows it's blue, but really it's actually orange. So that's what I mean. So now we're going to adjust the, let's see, highlights. You can adjust the highlights, but I think the midtones would be great. So I guess we can move this one closer to here, I guess. So something like over here. And we're going to go to saturation, and we're going to increase the saturation all the way up. And then from this point, we're going to just play around with some of these. So the shadows, I'm just going to bring this down. The midtones, I'm going to bring this up a little bit like so. And then the highlights, I'm going to bring this down a little bit. And then in the exposure, we can bring this up or we can bring it down. I'm going to bring this up. Okay, so it looks something like this, or we can, well, yeah, you can play around with that, but I'm going to bring this up. These shadows, I'm going to increase that as well. And now we have something like this, but we're not done, of course, so we're still kind of adjusting some of these. So midtones, I'm going to bring this down. And the highlights, I'm going to increase, okay? Something like that. Okay, now once you are done with that, we're going to go back to the effects and we're going to go to focus blur. So we're going to go to blur and we're going to drag the focus directly onto the second clip. So now it looks like a big old blob, which is not what we want. So we're going to start adjusting some of this, okay? So in the amount here, you can adjust this however you want. I'm going to bring this, I'm going to leave that how it is, but over here, we might want to adjust this a tad. So I'm going to go into the fill holes and I'm going to move this out just like so. Something like this. And then I'm going to go into, I think it's in the, here we go, in the matte tools. And then we're going to go into soften to soften the edges. And then we can bring the fill holes outwards a little bit more. So we have something like this going on. Okay. And then we're gonna go back to focus and we're gonna change this. So I don't know, we're gonna leave that how it is. The softness, we can, I suppose we can increase it a little bit. The emphasis doesn't really change anything. The width, move that a little to the left. And the height, we can bring this to the left as well. Okay. And then from here, what we're gonna do to make this all really come together is we're gonna go into the looks here, or in the light. And we're going to go to glow and we're going to drag the glow directly onto this. So now you can see how this is starting to take place. So it looks really cool. So we're going to go into glow. We're going to leave everything like that. And then we can start playing around with the tools again to make sure that that's how we want it. So we're going to drag the amount outwards like that. So we have kind of more of a glow effect. And softness, we could increase or decrease it. In this case, I think increasing would look kind of cool. So just leave that how it is. And something like that. Cool, and we can go back to the color board here as well and maybe adjust this a tad. So you can change the colors here as well. You can do like green. That looks pretty cool. Looks like slime. Looks kind of dope in my opinion. Or you can go like yellow, orange. I'm just gonna go with like that. From this point on, all you have to do is just manually adjust the colors at this point. So just move it how you want it to look, okay? So we can move the highlights to how we want it. Something like, I don't know, something like this. We can go back to saturation. We're going to leave that how it is. Shadows, we can leave that how it is. Doesn't really affect anything, really. This one does affect it, though, so we can either make it lighter or increase it. I'm just going to leave it, I don't know, kind of how it is. I'm actually going to bring this down so we have some white on the edges there. And then in the exposure, I guess we can increase this a tad more so that it's really bright like that. Okay. And then here we have midtones. We can increase the midtones if we really want. I mean, you don't have to, but you can. I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to go back to the shadows and adjust it. So you can see if we bring down the shadows, it kind of gets rid of the whites. If we increase it, it gets the whites back in there. So it's really weird. It's just a matter of you playing around with the settings here in the color board. So go back to the inspector window, go back to focus, and adjust this again if you want. So you can increase that like that. And then we can go to fill holes and bring this outwards if we want to see more. So something like that. And adjust this like so. Now if we go back and, well, before we do anything, we're going to select all of this. We're going to press Option G. We're going to give this a name. I'm just going to name this Burn or Burb. Burb is perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the transitions. I'm going to go into dissolve and just do fade to color and drag that onto that clip. Delete the last or the end transition and just focus with the beginning one. And I'm going to do something like that. So now if I go back and I push play, it's going to look something like that. This one was really quick, but you can adjust the time if you want. But let's go back and let's see how that looks like. Yeah, that looks pretty cool in my opinion. Adjust this again. Maybe change it to make it slower. Perfect, there we go. So all you have to do is just press Command R on that clip, on the grouped clip, to make it longer. So now you have something that looks like this, and it's super cool and super easy, and you don't even need any plugins or presets. So that's the best part of this effect. And sure, you can go and do this in Premiere or in After Effects and get a way better result. But being able to do this in Final Cut Pro 10 with very limited tools is actually really cool and really easy and simple. So this is a really nice and interesting music video effect that you guys can do. And I hope you guys like this effect. And if you guys want more frequent Final Cut Pro 10 tutorials, just leave a like button and subscribe.